Hey, it's me again. I want to mention a little bit of something. The Bible has a whole lot of wisdom and a whole lot of smarts in it. It was God given, so of course that's going to make us smart and intelligent. But not only does it have good spiritual wisdom, but good wisdom for day to day living. Like, for example, when the Bible says, children, obey your parents, that's good wisdom for a variety of reasons. Most times, especially if you're a little kid, your parents are going to know a lot more than you. If your parents telling you not to run out in traffic, you better listen to them. Most parents have their kids' best interest in mind anyway, so you might want to listen. And most parents are looking out for their kids and know a little bit more about certain things. So, and if your parents tell you don't go play with snakes, they're right. Don't go play with snakes. Kids, listen to your parents there. And if your parents say don't waste your money on this item because it's going to fall apart within a couple hours and be useless, at least think about it and take advice into consideration. I'm not saying that just because they're a parent they know everything about everything, but there's a chance they have some wisdom, some experience, and some knowledge. So at least consider their advice at least. And the younger you are, the more you might want to listen to your parents. And then the Bible talks about other things that are very wise, like the Bible speaks about adultery. Well, not only is that good ethics, ethics says don't go fool with another person's spouse. I started to say another man's wife because, well, I'm a guy and I kind of think from that mindset. But I'm trying to be a little bit PC, probably not doing the best at it, and I'm probably not going to try real hard at it either. But once in a while I might. Now, where was I? Okay, the adultery thing. Not only is it good ethics to not do adultery, but it's also good wisdom to not do adultery. You get caught, you might get killed. When people get emotionally hurt, they can act out aggressive and rash. I haven't researched statistics or anything like that, but I have a strong suspicion that adultery has gotten a lot of people killed. Well, in the Bible it did, got Uriah killed because King David, unfortunately, decided to be stupid and commit adultery and get Uriah's wife pregnant. And then King David paid a big price for his sin too. God extracted a massive price from King David. And these other things in the Bible, that's wisdom. Sometimes our carnal flesh wants to get rebellious, and we want to look at it as too strict or this and that. But maybe we need to start looking at it in part anyway as guardrails. Them rules are there to keep us safe. God knows what's best. After all, He made us. He created us. So He knows what's best. And so just think about that. Even if you're not Christian, and I am, so I believe in all the spiritual parts of the Bible and stuff. But even if you're not, you can gain a lot of wisdom from the Bible. Like work, the Bible talks about work, and most of us, unfortunately, or for good or bad, have to work. Actually, I think that to an extent, work can be good for your health anyway. My job involves some walking, which is good for the health. If I didn't have to walk at work, I'm not sure my natural inclination, especially in the winter, would get me up moving enough at home. And so there's that. And the Bible, I think I already mentioned, the Bible talks about, obeying parents, that's good. And the Bible also talks about not hanging around with evil men. That's good wisdom. Because like the Bible says, it gets you killed. or you'll have to participate in their evil too. And eventually, whether you do or don't, eventually hanging around with evil men will get you killed. So just think about that. I start looking at the Bible as a guide. It's there for our protection and for our benefit. Every word that is in the Bible is there for our benefit. Every precept, every rule, every word of advice is there for our benefit. We may not always know the reason, but God does, and it's there for our benefit. Some things are just common sense, like the things I mentioned that the Bible speaks against. That's good, common sense, rules and logic. Just good way to live. And love thy neighbor. That's for if you want to have a civil society, you don't need to go around fighting with your neighbor all the time. So that's good. Don't steal, don't kill. Those are good wisdom, and civil society needs that wisdom. So thanks for watching. Good night, and God bless.